Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to me because I have not been around for a while. I have just been crazy busy lately, and with wedding planning, with Lila starting school last week, I mean, things have just really been keeping us busy, which is a good thing. I like to be busy, but it just means that I had to put YouTube on the back burner for a while. Also, my allergies have been so bad this fall. Let me know if you guys have fall allergies, if yours have been bad, because mine have been like the worst they've ever been, I think, this fall, and that is just like a punch in the face. Like literally, it feels like I've been punched in the face, you know? I've also been dealing with some anxiety issues, which is just something that's been a part of my life my whole life. Anxiety and depression have been a part of my life, so it's nothing new, but it's just something that kind of makes me have to slow down and kind of take care of myself, focus on myself for a little bit. I do want to say a huge thank you to those of you who are still here. I think it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I posted a video, and those of you who have checked on me on Snapchat and Twitter and everything like that, I really appreciate you guys. You're so sweet, and it just helps me get to the place where I can start filming again. I really do appreciate you all. I just want to say a huge thank you to those of you, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I hope that you will subscribe. I try to post videos at least 3 days a week. Like I said, I was on a hiatus there for a while, but I am back, and I have a lot of really fun things planned, including a giveaway in today's video and a giveaway in a couple of weeks that I'm gonna do. So I hope that you will subscribe so you don't miss any of that good stuff. And let's get into the video. So the name of this collection is called Autumn Rush, and it comes with 4 liquid lipsticks, 2 eyeshadow trios, 4 mascaras, and 2 highlighters. So I ordered the collection from wetnwild.com, and it did come in this cute little bag, little drawstring, kind of a pouch here that says Wet n Wild Los Angeles on it. So that was a really nice little bonus. And I was able to purchase an extra collection for a giveaway, so stay tuned to the end of this video for details on how to enter the giveaway. Okay, so starting with the eyeshadow trios, there are 2 eyeshadow trios. These are the same exact packaging as their traditional eyeshadow trio. These are hard to open, just like their regular trios. I hate that. I just did my nails and I'm like trying not to mess them up. I need a tool. And also, as they always do, they come with a little brush and a little sponge tip applicator in there. So the first trio I want to talk about is called Velour Vixen. It has the matte cream brow bone shade. The crease shade is a slightly shimmery dark maroon reddish shade, and then the eyelid shade is a black with a lot of red glitter in it. Now, I will tell you right now, which I think a lot of people would agree with me, I don't personally go by the labels for where the shadows should go. Like, I don't think this only has to go in the brow bone, only on the lid, only in the crease, only on the lid. I don't think that that's necessary. It's nice that they give you a guide, but I don't think the guide's always that good of advice. I think you should put these wherever you want to put them on your eyes. But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. I am wearing quite a few of these shadows on my lid today. So this is the Velour Vixen, and the swatches are just beautiful. They're so creamy and pigmented. I used this creamy brow bone shade all over my lid from base to brow bone, and then I went in again after I completed my look and kind of used it to blend out my brow bone a little bit more. But it just works beautifully. It's a beautiful color. It's very smooth and nicely pigmented, and I really enjoyed that one. The red shade, so pretty. I was blown away by this. In the other trio I have, the middle shade, which I was really excited about, it's like a dark blue. It's not as pigmented, I'll get to that in a minute, but because of that, I wasn't confident about this trio and using this red as much as I should have. When I use this trio again, probably tomorrow when I do my makeup, I will be using more of this red because it is so beautiful and creamy and it blends wonderfully. All 3 of these blend together really, really nicely, which is so great. And this shade here, it is mostly a black shade. It does have a little bit of red glitter in it, but it's not that noticeable. I don't know if you can see it from there. I can see it, you know, from here, but it's not that noticeable. It's almost like a reddish brownish black, if that makes sense. It's nice to have that to just sort of accentuate. Here you can also use it to line your eyes if you want to. It's not going to have the same effect as a super pigmented black shadow, but it's still a really nice one to have in here. So I feel like this trio is definitely a pass. I would give it a solid A. I think the black shade could be a little bit more interesting, but I really like it. I enjoy all of these colors. They blend together. They're very creamy, very pigmented, and I really like it. So Velour Vixen gets a solid A. Okay, the next trio is called Plaid to the Bone. This has your very shimmery, sort of a pewter shade, metallic shimmery shade. This very interesting dark navy blue is almost like a greenish blue, but it's very dark, and then this wonderful duochrome greenish red shade. So as you can see in the swatches, this navy blue, it just doesn't show up like I wish it did. It looks so beautiful in the pan. Even swatched to my finger, it looks beautiful, but it just doesn't have that pigmentation, and on my skin especially, I think it just looks a little bit sickly green, you know? It doesn't look good. It doesn't carry enough blue. It kind of blends in with my skin and turns this like icky green. And it doesn't blend with the other shadows very well either. Like I said, I wore this yesterday. I was actually gonna film this video yesterday, but I gave up because I was so frustrated because my makeup just did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I just was not happy with this blue shade, so that's really unfortunate. But this one, I'm wearing all over my lid. I wore it all over my lid yesterday. I'm wearing it again today because I love this one so much. This is the Brow Bone shade in the trio, but it's actually a lid shade in my opinion. But it's this beautiful metallic pewter. I think if you wanted to get even more bang out of this, you could use a little bit of setting spray along with this to make it really pop, but I do love it. I am wearing this again all over my eyelid today. And then this eyelid shade in the trio is a really beautiful, like I said, a duochrome. It's got almost like a green, it's actually got a very green reflect to it with a little bit of a red base, if that makes sense. And it reminds me a lot of the shade in the Comfort Zone palette, which I'm gonna grab and I'm gonna compare for you guys so you can see the comparison, because it really reminds me a lot of that shade. Okay, so here's the Comfort Zone palette. This is a permanent part of the Wet n Wild collection, and this is the shade down here that it reminded me of, and I'm just gonna swatch it right next to this one to see. Yeah, that's pretty similar. Let me get a little bit more of a swatch. Hold on. Okay, they're similar, but they're different. You can see they're different. This one is more, I don't even know how to explain it. How would you guys explain that? Like darker. I think the base in this one is darker, and this one I feel like you can see more of the red and blue. This one is more blue, but I don't know. But there you go. My point in swatching these two next to each other is that this trio is definitely different enough, and this color is definitely different enough that it is worth the purchase if you want to purchase the whole trio, even if you already have the Comfort Zone palette. Okay, so even though the navy blue color is very disappointing in Plaid to the Bone, this trio, I do think that this is still worth your money. It's really not that expensive. I think if it was high-end prices, I would say no way, but because it's drugstore prices, it's definitely worth it. And these other two shades are just fantastic. They're really great for fall, great in general, so I think it's still worth it. I would pass this one with a B. Okay, let's move on to mascara. So there are 4 colored mascaras in this collection. I'm super excited about these. I love that they're drugstore prices because I don't always want to buy a full tube of a high-end mascara in a color because I know I probably won't go through it, but for drugstore prices, I'm not afraid to try it. So we have Sapphire Night Live, which is a bright blue, Unbreakable Bronze, which is this reddish brown bronze, Green as a Thistle is sort of a forest green, almost an olive green color, and Glamethyst Rock is a bright purple. So overall, the formula on these is decent. It's not the best by any means, and I'm kind of a mascara snob, so I'll tell you that right now, but it's not the best, but it's decent. It doesn't volumize my lashes very much, but it does coat them and make them stand out a little bit more. The main thing that these are designed to do, though, is add that color to your lashes, and they definitely do. So the only one that I don't love from these is the purple one. I didn't feel like this one showed up with the pigmentation on my lashes, at least. I just don't feel like it had that purple effect, and so I would give this one, I mean, it showed up a little bit, like in good lighting you could see it, but it just wasn't that strong, so I'd give this one a C-. The blue is really nice. It does show up really well. I'm gonna give this one a B just because it's not really a fall color. It's a nice blue mascara, and if that's what you're looking for, go for it, but it doesn't really go with any of the other shades. Even that navy blue, it's not the same tone of blue, so I don't feel like it's that great of an addition to this collection just because it's not, the shade doesn't go with any of the other things in the collection. Now these two I am just absolutely over the moon about. The green one is beautiful fall toned green, like I said, sort of almost like an army green, olive green kind of a shade with like that hint of like brownish yellow, and it's perfect for fall. I'm wearing this on my lower lash line right now. And then we have the brown or bronze. Bronze is, to me, it's like a reddish brown, and I'm wearing this on my top lashes, and of all of the things in this collection, this is one that I want to go repurchase a backup of right now because I love this one so much. I think it just looks so different on my eyelashes. I think because my eyes, like the iris of my eyes, has a little bit of reddish brown in it. Like, it's very dark brown, but I think it's a little bit reddish brown, that this reddish brown just brings that out, and I love it. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your opinions, but I am just really obsessed with this one. So I give these two an A+. So yeah, if you're gonna purchase any, I recommend you purchase these two and pass on the other two, but that's just my opinion. Now let's move on to the highlighters. This is very exciting for me because I was not able to get my hands on the original MegaGlo highlighting powders that Wet n Wild came out with. They came out with ones in the summer, I think, spring or summer, and everybody was raving about them, everybody loved them, but I was never able to find them. They sold out so quickly. So I was really excited for these. Now I don't know if these are the same shades that they came out with before or if these are new. Let me know in the comments if you know. I think they're new, but I'm not sure. So the first shade is called Precious Petals, and this is a light copper shade. This reminds me of like a brand new penny. It's very beautiful. It has almost a tint of pink to it, but not so much that it's going to look pink on the skin. I am wearing this today. I'm wearing both of these highlighters today, and this one I'm wearing right up here. I really love it. I think it's great for fall because it's a little bit darker, but I think this will still look good on lots of skin tones, and I think it's so pretty. I'm very excited about this. So again, this is Precious Petals. The next shade is called Crown of My Canopy, and this is more of a bronze color. It has, again, that pink tone to it. This one is very dark for a highlighter, in my opinion. I have worn this twice now, and both times I've worn it as a blush, which is what I am doing today. I dabbed it on my cheeks right where I put blush, and I'm not wearing any other blush. I'm only wearing this, and I think it works as a blush. I think a highlighter, it would almost be a little bit too dark. I did mix these today, and I am obsessed with this look. I love it so much. I think the colors go together so well. So if you do get a chance to get these highlighters, I definitely recommend them. The only downside to these is that they do accentuate any little bit of texture that you have on your skin. I was putting this on as blush today, and I felt like it just like boom, like all the bumps and stuff just were all of a sudden like magnified, which was really unfortunate. I don't know if you can notice in the camera, it's probably just me, but that's just kind of something that happens with highlighters, especially ones that are very metallic like these. It will accentuate any texture you have, so that's not unusual. But other than that, I absolutely adore these. I love that the two colors go together really well. They blend together really well. They are very noticeable, very pigmented, super soft, and just really beautiful. I really love these, and I would give these a solid A. Okay, last we have the liquid lipsticks. Now, last fall, Wet n Wild came out with a bunch of Mega Lash lipsticks. They're regular lipsticks in the stick tube, which I absolutely love, and I got those, and those were great. So it was interesting to me that they came out with liquid ones this year. Now, this is a new thing. I don't think that Wet n Wild has come out with any other of these before. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first matte liquid lipsticks in this formula, in this packaging that Wet n Wild has come out with. They do have their Mega Lash liquid lip formula, whatever it's called, that I really love, that I did a whole swatch video on. I can link that below. Those have been around for a while, but those aren't necessarily matte. A lot of those have shimmer in them. These are completely matte. So let's jump into swatches and reviews on these guys. So first of all, the packaging is really nice. I like it. It reminds me of the Jordana packaging, these guys back here. It reminds me kind of these. It's a little bit bigger, actually. You can see that. A little bit bigger, but it reminds me of this packaging a lot. I like that you can see the product through there too. The product itself, it's pretty thick, and all of them are very thick. The applicator is a little bit longer than I'm used to. I feel like it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's odd, and because of the thick formula, it was a little bit harder to apply than some other liquid lipsticks. I think my Jordana ones are a little bit easier to apply. So the name of this color is Too Tulip to Quit. And super pigmented, you can see right there. Not all of them are, but this one is really nice. I actually was wearing this, and I almost wore this in the video today because I was like, it matches my background, it's so cute. But then I put this one on, and I just didn't want to take it off. So anyways, this is Too Tulip to Quit. The next shade is called How Fleek Is Your Love, and this is your classic bright red shade. Again, another one that exceeded my expectations. Honestly, both of these, I thought this pink was going to be way too light for me, and it's perfect. I thought this red was going to be too orangey, but it's not. It's nice. It actually almost has a brown tint to it, which makes it perfect for fall. Again, when I was swatching it, I wanted to wear it for the video, but I made myself keep going because I had to get through all of them. But it's such a beautiful shade. I think it would be really perfect for a fall red. So the next shade is called Don't Be a Plum Plum, and I honestly can't decide if this is a brown or a red. Like, I say like, oh no, it's a brown, and then I look at it and I'm like, no, it's definitely a red, and then I'm like, no, it's a brown, so it's reddish brownish red. It's a really nice fall shade. It's really beautiful. It is a little bit patchy, kind of like the other dark one that I'm going to go over. The two dark ones are the most patchy just by nature. I think a dark liquid lipstick often is patchy. Something that I forgot to mention in the video, if you look at these swatches, the last two shades are both Don't Be a Plum Plum. The first swatch is when it came fresh out of the bottle, and you can see that it was very oily and patchy. So then I mixed it up in the bottle a little bit and swatched it again, and that's when it's a lot nicer looking. So these have a tendency to kind of settle, so definitely mix them up before you use them. Then the last one is what I am wearing today, and that is called Take It Like a Vamp. These names, like, I want to get a job naming these colors. It's just seems like it would be fun. So Take It Like a Vamp is a couple shades darker than Don't Be a Plum Plum, but same color family, definitely. I feel like Take It Like a Vamp has a little bit more purple in it, and that is what I am wearing today. Like I said, it almost looks black on my lips. I think it definitely does have a little bit of that reddish purple, which is really nice, but it is a very bold statement color. Like, you will get noticed, you might make heads turn because it almost does look black, which is where they get the vamp from, because it does have that vampy effect because it is so dark. But I really like it. I think that it looks great. I think that it's super fun for fall, and I think if you are somebody who is interested in playing around with darker colors like this, but maybe you don't want to spend $20 or $30 on a lipstick, this is the way to go because these are super affordable and really nice, really good quality. So I mentioned that the formula is very thick and not the best liquid lipstick formula I've had. I feel like these have a tendency to smear out of the lines, and I had to clean them up on almost every single one that I swatched. I also found these to be extremely drying if you don't put a chapstick underneath. I put my Arbonne chapstick underneath, and then they are fine and they still dry matte, but they're easier to take off and they just look better. I think they feel better. But when I didn't have a chapstick on underneath, I did notice the lipstick sort of settling into the cracks, getting dry. When I would smile, it would kind of crack and come off in like flakes almost, if that makes sense. So these are transfer proof. I will show you on my hand. Okay, almost transfer proof. That didn't happen yesterday when I was wearing this. I think it's because of the lip, the chapstick that I'm wearing makes that happen. So it's very transfer proof. Like I said, you just want to make sure that you're wearing something underneath so your lips don't get too dried out and it doesn't look too cracked and dry and unattractive, if you know what I mean. So I love, love, love the shades they picked for this liquid lipstick collection. I think they are so on point. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of these. This pink one, I cannot wait to wear this. Like, this is going on tomorrow, probably. We'll see. Definitely. I mean, it matches my background, like, yeah. So anyways, I definitely love the color selection. The formula is not the best that I've tried. The applicator is not the best. The packaging is great though. So I'm gonna give these a B+. Alright guys, so that is it for this review. Like I said, I was able to purchase an additional collection, so I will be giving that away in this video. If you want to know how to enter the giveaway, open the description box, read all the rules. There will be a link that you can click on that will take you to the website where you will enter the giveaway at. So you don't need to leave your email address in the comment section or anything like that. That's not necessary. I will contact you via the email that you use to enter the giveaway. So you don't need to leave it in the comment section. Also, this giveaway is open internationally, as all of my giveaways are. I know I have a lot of international viewers that cannot buy this stuff in their country, so I want to give you guys a chance to win too. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye. Wow, my hands are so dirty. Bye.